Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Lotto. Look, I'm here to hit you guys with a quick message. As you can see from the title, this message is directed towards anybody who's in a pre-diabetic stage. But this can apply to everyone and anyone, everywhere. I live in America. And our collective health in America, when I say collective, when we put our entire American population on a scale between 1 and 10 when it comes to health, 1 is the worst, 10 is the best, our collective health is like a 2. I truly believe America's health problem is horrible and is only going to get worse. Now, let me get to a personal story before I give you the solutions. I'm 24 years old. I've been pre-diabetic all of my life. Okay? I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't party. I don't hang with thotties. I exercise every single day. I only eat home-cooked meals. I hate eating outside. I despise fast food. I'm mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally trying to improve every day. Everything that I do on a daily basis, I'm going to make sure that it's giving more than it's taking, despite all of my efforts to make sure that I'm an optimal man, that I'm supposed to be living the way that I was designed to live. I was pre-diabetic all of my life. Now, when I talk to my family, and I reach out to the medical system, I keep getting the same answers. Number 1 from the fam is genetic, it's unavoidable, and it's bound to happen. From the medical system, it's genetic, it is avoidable, but they don't really got the solutions. Now, I'm not going to doubt any individual doctor, but every time I went to the medical system, they didn't really have any answers for me. Every time I went to my family, it's like they lost hope. It's like they gave up their power. They just want to keep taking them drugs, taking them needles, taking that metformin to manage their symptoms. And then, of course, how can I forget? The medical system, they don't even know the cause. They don't know the solutions. Their way of getting down to the solution is managing you. So you're still going to be pre-diabetic, but we're just going to manage your levels. You see, me, I don't want management. I don't want drugs. I want to get rid of this. So I had 2 periods in my life where my pre-diabetic symptoms disappeared. 2 years ago, about 2-3 years ago, I went vegetarian. Now, why did I go vegetarian? I went vegetarian because my pancreas was inflamed. I was exercising, doing calisthenics every day, high reps. At the same time, I'm doing business. So every day I'm moving and grooving. So I need fuel to energize and also build up my body because I'm trying to gain weight. So I started going OD on the rice, OD on the pasta. And over time, ODing on the rice, the pasta, and the eggs, and all the other little extras on the side, I blew out my pancreas. My pancreas was inflamed. I went to the doctor, said, I got pain here, somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure it was here. You know, they did their scans and they said my pancreas is inflamed and you need to cut down on the rice because I told them that's the main thing I eat. So I went on YouTube. Try to look up, diets or methods to heal the pancreas. I found vegetarianism. I went straight into vegetarianism. Now, I didn't do deep dives like I would have today. I didn't do deep research. I didn't take my time with it. I just said, all right, cool. I'm not going to eat no more animal products except eggs and fish. So I cut out animal products and I was ODing on eggs and fish. And within weeks, I lost some weight. That wasn't an objective. I started feeling better. Like overall, I was feeling better. My pancreas healed. And then I noticed that I wasn't getting these pre-diabetic symptoms. For my people who are pre-diabetic chronically, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Excessive peeing, excessive thirst. It's like I can never get enough water. My lip is always dry. Brain fog, major mood swings after a big meal. I used to have major mood swings where I wasn't even myself. Major anxiety. It always started here and then came up here. You know, these things were normal to me. And the way I dealt with it was by going to the gym, because I felt like when I got my body moving, I got the sweat going, I just felt normal again. So that made me a little bit of a gym junkie, a little bit of a calisthenics junkie, because that was my escape from my own body. So yeah, vegetarian cleared it up. But like I said in the beginning, I didn't become vegetarian to clear up diabetes or to get healthy. I did it to clear up my pancreas. So once that job was complete, I went off track. You know? And at that very time, I didn't have enough awareness to understand that my pre-diabetic symptoms is not genetics. No. It is reversible. It is not a thing that I have to deal with for the rest of my life and it's bound to get worse. No, that's powerless. So I regained my power 2 years later when I finally woke up and I said, yo, I'm sick of dealing with this. I want to get rid of this, because when I look at my environment, when I look at my elders, I look at my elders, the people in my family, I look at them like, yo, I'm doing everything right. Everything I'm doing right. But obviously I'm not doing something right. But if I continue down this path, all it takes is for me to maybe start drinking a little bit, maybe do a little bit of weed, maybe fall off the gym, maybe start eating out more. I'm going to fall off the rank. I'm going to be full diabetic. I've been pre-diabetic all my life, borderline diabetic all my life. I look at my elders and I see what that chronic condition done to them over the years. I said, yo, do I really want to be like my uncle with a leaning gut and ED? Do I really want to deal with chronic diabetes the rest of my life? I understand that it's common, and I understand people can't find a way to deal with it. I mean, they can't find a way to get rid of it, but do I really want to subjugate myself to that type of life? The answer was no. So I started doing more research. I ran into people like Dr. Sebi, Dr. Yahki Awakened, Dr. Robert Morse, Mr. John Rose. And these people are making the boldest claims, and they're saying the solution is pretty simple. You can cure everything possible besides Dr. Sebi. He wasn't big on the fruits. But everybody else was saying, listen, you go all fruits, all of your shit is, everything that you've been dealing with is disappearing. Just give it time and let the fruits do its thing. So I said, word? Now, when I hear somebody saying eating all fruits, it's not making sense. I didn't believe it. I didn't trust them. But I said, yo, this is the first time I heard anybody bring this type of solution for any type of problem. Eating all fruits, like, what? Are you insane? Herpes? HIV? AIDS? Diabetes? Huh? You arthritis? Are you insane? You telling me eating all fruits is going to cure that? You telling me you went a whole year without drinking water? That's what Dr. Yahki said. I'm hearing all these claims like these are bold, but me knowing me, once I hear something, I'm like, I may not agree with it. I may think you're insane, but I'm willing to give it a try. So I went 2 weeks predominantly fruit because it was difficult in the beginning. It was a struggle. I didn't really know exactly what I was doing, but at least I knew what I was walking into. So I'm telling you, within 2 weeks, if you're trying to lose weight, this will definitely lose you some weight. Within 2 weeks, I lost 22 pounds. I wasn't trying to lose weight. And my pre-diabetic symptoms disappeared. And I was amazed how quick things changed. It's like it almost happened overnight. Now, it took me a while to fully adjust because I went from all fruit for 2 weeks. Couldn't maintain all fruit because I didn't know the type of fruit to eat, how much to eat, and plus my body was still getting clean. So I wasn't even giving my body enough energy to stay clean and still have the vitality to walk through this earth. So I started dibbling and dabbing in some cooked food, you know, the lentils, the quinoa, you know what I'm saying, steamed vegetables with fruits with fruit meals here and there, and I just started feeling better. I don't want to go too deep into that story because I don't want to lose track, but long story short, I was able to figure things out, finally get my body so clean that I don't even want to go back to cook food. If you would have told me I would have been doing this 6 months ago when I started, because I started 6 months ago plus 2 weeks, I would have called I would have called you insane. I'm not gonna eat any cooked food. I'm not gonna drink any water. I haven't drank any water in 150 days, 152 days to be exact. No water, zero drinking water, all fruits and vegetables. I haven't ate any cooked food in like 2 months straight, 2 months plus. A little bit of change on the side. My pre-diabetic symptoms have never came back, not even a glimpse of it. I don't get stomach aches. I don't get headaches. I'm not excessively pissing. My lips ain't dry. I don't get mood swings, I don't even, I definitely work out a lot, but I don't work out because I'm trying to run from my body. I work out because I got energy, and that's what I love to do. So when I cleaned myself from pre-diabetes that I was dealing with all of my life, I said, yo, you telling me the medical system couldn't figure this out, but I figured it out? You telling me my family members been on this earth all these goddamn years and they couldn't figure it out? No, I don't want to blame it on them, but it's like, yo, I came from y'all. I'm y'all seed. I came in this earth through you. I took on your weakness. Now I'm dealing with it. Now I found the solution. So when I found the solution, I got through the paradise. I was excited. But after a few months, I started opening my awareness and realizing I'm not the only one dealing with this. Let me hit you with a statistic, because I do my research. According to the CDC, about 97.6 million people in the United States of America have prediabetes, which is more than 1 in 3 adults. About 38% of adults in America, 18 years or older, are pre-diabetic. Let me look up that fully diabetic. More than 38 million Americans have diabetes. So about 150, 140 million adults, let's not even talk about the children, because I had it all my life, are either pre-diabetic or diabetic. And none of these people are getting their fix. None of these people are getting cured. All of these people, 100 million people, are all medical babies, all clients, all money signs. And I would have been another statistic out of that 100 million, donating my body, taking a whole bunch of drugs, a whole bunch of synthetic chemicals. I don't know where the hell they come from. They ain't natural. They ain't God made. They ain't come from Mother Nature. And I'm injecting myself and I'm throwing pills down my mouth just to not cure my shit, bro. Excuse me. Just to not cure myself. So the reason I shot this video is to tell people, forget about hope. The answer is out there. You just got to go find it, take action, and take your power back. Because I'm sick of walking around seeing, because I buy and sell electronics. So when I'm about to go buy some of the electronics, I don't got a store location. So I go in Chick-fil-A. That's where I usually go. Sometimes I go to Target and McDonald's, but it's rare. It depends on who I'm meeting and my trust with them. But I mainly go to Chick-fil-A. And it seriously breaks my heart to the point where I had to somewhat disconnect, because it makes me sad from within. I can almost shed a tear when I see elders walking like these. When I see elders, their leg is as big as my whole body. Their one leg is literally my whole body. And I think, yo, what is this guy eating to end up like this? Are you eating a horse? What are you eating? Why are you in Chick-fil-A in the first place? Chick-fil-A is the reason you like this in the first place. And what breaks my heart even more is because, yeah, they adults. We pay the consequences for our actions. We live in a world, we live on earth, and the law is cause and effect. Every cause, every action has a result, has an effect. If you're unaware of it, so be it. If you don't like it, so be it. It's gonna happen. But what breaks my heart the most is when I see adults feeding their kids Chick-fil-A nuggets, chicken meat. We don't even know where this meat comes from. They always got meat. I'm not trying to say Chick-fil-A is doing something nefarious in the back. But I know I'm not fueling my body off fast food. It's just not happening. It's not happening. So anyway, guys, the main point is, at least for me, I'm gonna make this personal now. When I figured out these motherfuckers couldn't figure out something so simple as prediabetes, what else do they have incorrect? So when I started looking at the medical system as a whole, let me give you a statistic so you don't think I'm talking loose. Because I understand I'm not in a white coat. I'm not your doctor. I don't got no certifications, but I heal myself. I don't know too many people who can say that. And I can provide you doctors who are going to back what I'm saying with proof because they doctors and they do this for a living. Dr. Yahki Awakened, Dr. Robert Morse. I can vouch for those doctors with my health, but there's thousands of more doctors who are healing people without prescribing man-made drugs. You will never make yourself healthy by drugging yourself. You will never make yourself healthy by injecting unknown chemicals called vaccines, pills. You will never drug yourself into health. It's impossible. Impossible. Let me tell you something. Let's just go down to the statistics. I'm on a roll. I wasn't supposed to make this video this long, but that's just me. I have hundreds of videos that I never posted because I end up talking way more than I wanted to. And I understand a lot of people don't want to sit here and watch these videos. You know, TikTok brain, rat brain, all this blue light is hijacking our brains. I'm telling you, this whole environment is meant to suck us dry, man. But let me not get into that. Let's stay on that health, but it's all related. I named this notepad U.S. Collective Health. According to the CDC, in 2023, roughly 40% of adults are considered obese. So you telling me almost half of the population is considered obese. Obese. Not fat, not a little something on them. Obese. Predictions say 50% of Americans will be considered obese by 2030. Listen, I think that's a little grace that they put it on that. I'm surprised we have 40%. I live in Baltimore County. I live in Maryland. I get around in DC too. I don't get around in Virginia. Mainly stay in my area. I see fat people everywhere, man. I would have thought it was borderline 50, but I could be wrong. And, it's an estimate. It's a rough estimate by the CDC. Let's talk some more. According to the CDC, 19% of children ages 2 to 19 years old are considered obese. A quarter of our children are considered obese. These are all C's. This is the future of America. And they already coming in out of shape. Great. According to the CDC, roughly 66% of Americans ages 18 years and older take at least one prescription drug. I need to talk about this. So you're telling me 66% of Americans are not in a right mind state. Because once you introduce a drug to your body, you introduce something that's not supposed to be in your body, something unnatural on a daily basis. You are playing God. You are not in the right mind state. You have drugs that are influencing your body and your mind. 66% of the people around here are on drugs, guys. 66%. Now think about that, at least one. So how many of these people are doing multiple prescriptions? How many of these people smoke, drink, party, hang with thotties, ain't living right, ain't doing nothing to counteract this drug abuse? You let me know. Are you one of these people? And I'm not trying to be harsh, but when I look at this truly angers me when I know the solution is very simple, but our medical system is so incompetent because our experts have been miseducated, misled, and now they are misleading us because we don't know ourselves and we are naive and we are so gullible and trusting to believe experts who know nothing about nothing. And the proof is in the pudding. I'm not talking out of my ass here. According to the CDC, roughly 60% of adult Americans have at least one chronic disease. I was one of them. 24 years. A chronic disease is a physical or mental health condition that lasts more than a year and requires ongoing treatment or monitoring supervision. In other words, you have an illness that is prolonged, that is lasting more than a year, and we have to treat you, aka manage you, drug you. You're not going to get better. We're just going to manage the symptoms. We're not going to get down to the cause because we don't know what caused it. But we're not going to get down to the cause because we don't know what's caused it. And we don't really want to get down to the cause, because if we get down to the cause, you're not going to have any symptoms. If you don't have any symptoms, you're not going to be our patient. If you're not our patient, we're not going to make no money. And that's not good for the medical system. So it's better off we not think about the cure. Let's forget about curing it. Let's forget about the cause. Forget about all of that. Let's just manage you. Stay on these drugs. Keep seeing me every week. Keep calling me every week so I can get this bankroll and you can feel like you're getting better when you're really not. We're actually making you worse. We're killing your immune system because we're impairing it by introducing things that's not supposed to be there. Is that not common sense? Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. I'm not going to go down all the chronic illness, but so I looked up a study from Commonwealth Fund. And it said despite the US leading the world, we lead the entire world in healthcare spending. We have the worst medical outcomes compared to other developed countries. We're not talking about third world countries. We're talking about countries similar to us that are just as developed as us. We have the worst medical outcome. Yet we spend the most money on healthcare in the entire world. The proof is in the pudding, man. So, in summary, if you're relying on the medical system to be healthy and to maintain health, that is counterproductive. That is a conflict of interest. I highly advise everyone to buy this book. Look at it very carefully. I got it off Amazon. You need to buy this book as soon as possible. Why do I say this? Because the medical system is very smart. People like this and books like this, they get blocked off in history. This book is a treasure. I'm telling you. By the time I start producing, I'm 24, I don't know when I'm going to produce, but when my children are 2040, this book is going to be erased. Just like all the hundreds and thousands of doctors and nurses and people who release books exposing the medical system, going against the medical system. You don't hear about them no more because we want to silence them. Don't awaken the people to the truth. Don't tell people the key to health is what you put in your body. Don't we all have to eat? So what you're eating is leading to the problems in your body. So you need to find the food meant for man. And I truly believe the food that was built for man, built for humans, because remember, every animal has a species-specific diet and every animal has a species-specific environment. You know, for the carnivores, simply look at a carnivore and ask yourself, should you be eating like a carnivore? Are you a four-legged animal? Are your intestines as short as a carnivore? Do you walk around on your tippy toes ready for combat? Do you like looking for food and scavenging for food at nighttime? Are you colorblind? You want to know why they're colorblind? Because they don't see fruits, but we see fruits. We see the colors of fruits. We smell the aroma of fruits. The fruit is going to literally let you know when it's ready to be eaten. Some of the fruits are literally going to drop to the ground and let you know, come get me. You ever wonder why we are literally built to walk? We're not sprinters. We're actually lazy, lousy sprinters. Yes, Olympics. Yes, athletes. But the overall, when we look at humans as a collective, we are lousy athletes. Lousy. We're meant to be walking around for long periods of time. That's why grannies, even the oldest of people, even people on a crutch, they can still walk because we were built to walk around, look for food, pick it, eat it, take the seed, put it in the ground, it replicates itself, and we keep eating. So, well, where the hell was I going with that? Aha. So when you find the food that's meant for you, now we need to talk about climate. Now, people adjust to different climates. I truly believe if we're supposed to be eating fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds and herbs, we're supposed to be living in places where these things can grow in abundance and easily, where we don't even have to intervene in nature. It just keeps coming. And look how far, man. Listen, we're literally trying to get men to the moon. I don't know if we really got to the moon, but we're attempting to go on the moon. We got flying helicopters. We got self-driving cars. I'm pretty sure we can turn the whole earth into paradise by we will have so many trees and flowers and herbs and spices, so much food that we wouldn't even have to work anymore. We wouldn't even kill animals anymore. They're animals who come to us looking for food. We will be we'll be coexisting with animals because there's no need to kill anymore. Food is everywhere now. For the carnivores, I don't know about y'all. Y'all gonna have to, have y'all little kill fest somewhere else. We'll set up a little area for y'all and y'all just kill, kill, kill. We wouldn't have to destroy the earth anymore. We wouldn't have to literally slaughter. Was it 80 million or 80 billion? Wait for me because this is very important. Was it 80 million or 80 billion? Oh my goodness, was it billion? Turned off my Wi-Fi. How many animals were killed for agriculture in 2024? I see. Oh, no. How many animals were killed for food in 2024? Come on, give me the exact number. They used to give me the exact number. Sorry, guys, not edited. How many land animals were killed for food in 2024? Oh my goodness, here we go. That's 2020. I said 2024. Okay, so globally, we have killed between 80 billion and 90 billion land animals for food in 2020. They don't got 2024. I'm looking for 2024. In the United States alone, we killed 8 billion land animals for food. Guys, you're telling me globally we have a religion of murder. I didn't want to get into this, but it's the reality. Guys, we destroy everything on earth. Just look at the amount of destruction. Just look it up for yourself. I'm not going to go into it. Look at the amount of destruction we have caused to this earth for as long as we've been here. But anyway, we're supposed to be living in hot environments because if our species-specific diet is fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and one of our essential needs is that sun, we're supposed to be outside as much as possible. When the sun is out, we out. When the sun is in, we in. You understand? That's how it's supposed to be. Because when it's dark, that's when the creeps come out. It's when the animals come out. They ready to feast. We run and we hide. We come back in the home. So the house was an amazing creation. But we are abusing it. And society is making us very fragile. A lot of us don't walk enough. We are walking creatures. We're supposed to be taking long walks every day. You don't have to do excessive strenuous exercise. You can, if you want to be that type of physical specimen. But, you can really get away with simple cardio, walking, and maybe recreational sports like a little basketball here and there, a little football, flag football here and there. Jumping jacks, skips, dancing, something just to keep your energy always up, always ready to go, keep your heart healthy, keep your body limber and flexible like a baby. How many people can get in a deep squat? Our needs as human beings are very simple. It's just that like I said, our medical system complicates everything. And a lot of doctors and nurses, including ourselves, we need to reprogram ourselves, reprogram, delete. We need to detox not only our bodies, but our minds and our previous education, because that stuff is meant to keep you in circles, in loops, so you never figure out who you really are. Because once you do, you realize that this society doesn't know what they're doing. We live in a sick society. And if you're considered normal in a sick society, you're sick. So I know I'm doing all the bashing, but guys, I'm gonna just make it very simple. You need to study real doctors and the alternative media like Dr. Yahki Awakened, Dr. Robert Morse, John Rose. Although I recommend Dr. Sebi, I'm not talking down on Dr. Sebi. I just personally didn't resonate with him the most compared to the people I named before. There's hundreds of other people who are just as good as these people, but these are the people I can vouch for with my own health. And I'm telling you, the solution is simple. It's going to take time because a lot of our bodies are dirty. So when you get into fruits and vegetables, I tell everybody, it's going to clean you before it can build you. Things may even get worse before it get better, but it all depends on your lifestyle, how fast you want to detox. Because if you go all fruits, you want to go even heavier. You break down the fruits into smoothies and juices. You want to go even heavier. You strictly do a liquid diet. Boy, you're going to get clean quick. I'm telling you. This video went way longer than expected, but that's just who I am. So, and I really mean this deep down from my heart. I know I'm being a little hard, a little making jokey about it, but I really mean this deep down in my heart. When I'm walking around in this earth, it saddens me. It saddens me how far humans have come, but we didn't really learn much. We're actually going in the opposite direction. We're moving backwards. We're not getting any better. We're not learning anything. Our leaders are a reflection of our worst human characteristics. The worst human behaviors are our leaders right now. They are a reflection of us because mankind has lost its ways. It's almost like a zoo animal. This is why I don't like staying in the house for too long, because I start feeling like I'm encaged, I'm entrapped. I start feeling weak and fragile mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I feel like I need to escape. And then once I go outside and just start moving and grooving and just breathing the air, eating outside in the sun, is why I hate the winter, because I can't really do much out there. I just feel one again. I feel like I'm balanced, I'm good. Now let me go inside and, enjoy my house, enjoy the safety, and enjoy the comfortability being with the family, because it's dark outside and I shouldn't be outside right now. That's a sign from Mother Nature. Don't go outside. I can't even see outside. Them little carnivores, they can though. At night, it's prime time. I'm ready to feast. They come out at night. All the creatures come out at night. The humans, you better run inside. I'm confident. I'm strong. I'm fast. I'm agile. I'm flexible. I'm mobile. But I know for sure I can't go toe to toe with a lion. Even put 5 clones of me, I can't go to toe to toe with one lion. So I know my place. When I look at my body, nothing about me screams violent. I'm upright. I have a complex brain, so I can outthink my animalistic behaviors. I gotta learn how to, control it. Not saying that I'm perfect, but most of the days I gotta walk this earth not trying to cause harm to others. You understand? I can't give in to my greed. I can't go too low in my sexual desires. I got to stay with one woman. I got to become one with my woman. I got to make sure that me and my woman are always at optimal health, because we never know when that baby is going to pop out. Because that baby is going to get our genetics. We coming together as one to make life. I want my son, my daughter, to have the best start possible. Especially for my women. Women, you have an important role. See, you really hold the seed I just got a little bit of water, just to put that water on the seed, plant it in the ground, fertilize you, impregnate you, and then I gotta take care of the plant so that plant can grow and start dropping the fruit, which is the babies. And that's life. You see how life goes? You see how, look, this is how you know we're supposed to be eating fruits. Because our cycle of life is literally a fruit. You see, when you kill an animal, you eat that animal for your own flesh, your own stomach. You put a dead animal in a living entity. Your body is literally a temple, a cemetery for dead flesh. But you see, that dead flesh you just ate, it can't replicate itself. Once it's dead, it's done. So you got to get another animal, force them to breed, kill, and repeat. So you're in a cycle of death. But you see, with a fruit, just like a man and a woman, when you eat a fruit, most fruits are going to have a seed that you put in the ground. You want to make sure the ground is fertile. You want to make sure Mother Nature is fertile. Just like when you come together with your woman and you become one. You want to make sure that not only that you're fertile as a man, you're optimal, that your woman is fertile and she's optimal. So when you come in there and you put that water on her soil, you put the water on her seed, you start nourishing it, loving it, you impregnate it. The same way you put that seed in the dirt, in the pregnant earth, in pregnant soil on Mother Nature, you start cultivating it, you start watering it, you start loving on the seed. That seed gets impregnated. And as it's grown to a flower or a tree, just like your woman is expanding her stomach, ready to bring life into this earth, you got to keep taking care of it. Keep loving it. Water, sun, your baby. Make sure your baby who's about to give you a baby, make sure she's taking walks in the sun and nourishing her body, getting that free vitamin D. Make sure she's getting enough, more than enough fruits and vegetables to feed her and the baby that's in her stomach. Make sure that you loving your girl. Make sure you kissing her, you telling her she's lovely. Make sure you talk to her stomach. Make sure you take care of life. Of course, the women, we can't be lazy now. I understand you're holding a baby, but work still has to be done. But we're going to have to step up when the time comes. But let me just, but eventually enough is enough. And that seed is going to turn into a tree and it's going to bear you fruit. Your woman is going to get enlarged and she's going to pop a baby out. So you came together with your woman, made love. Two living beings came together, made love to create another living being that's going to continue the cycle. The seed in Mother Nature made love, made a tree, got pregnant, made you fruit that's going to drop on the ground. That's life. Because when you eat that fruit, guess what? It's a seed, and you do the same thing. Same way your son and your daughter, they're going to go out there, find another living being, come together, procreate, and create another living being. You see, we have a symbiotic relationship. Our life is the same. The fruits and the vegetables are our brothers and sisters. They literally sacrifice themselves so we can eat. When I breathe, and I don't know the science behind this, I just heard it. But when you breathe around all this fresh air and these beautiful trees and these beautiful flowers, they sucking it in and pushing it back out, purifying the air, making sure the air is Gucci for you to breathe so they can keep taking your air in. It's a symbiotic relationship. Have you ever seen a fresh fruit? Let me give you a quick story on how I fell in love with the fruits and vegetables when I went to my local farm. You see, when I first started, I was doing Aldi and all that good old stuff, No knockdown on Aldi, but Aldi, you're never going to see me again unless it comes down to an avocado. Other than that, I ain't eating Aldi food because they grade of food on the fruits and vegetables is dirt. Feel me? But it was good for the beginning because I ain't know no better, so it was sweet. But when I went to my local farm, let me put my leg up for this one. When I went to my local farm, and I seen, first of all, the apples took my soul. I love apple juice. That's all I drink. But when I seen a bell pepper, and this joint was green, something about this bell pepper was looking way too attractive. I don't know what it was. It was looking attractive. So I copped a few. And the lady wrapped it in the plastic. Now, when I get in my car, I can smell a little scent, but I'm not fully picking up on it because obviously the green pepper is wrapped up in the plastic. And I remember I came home. I remember like it's yet I came home. This is when I was like fresh into becoming a vegan. I wasn't even raw, nowhere close to being raw. I opened the plastic bag. It was like maybe 4 to 5, maybe 6 bell peppers in there. And it smelled like perfume. It smelled like cologne. When I opened, I was like, whoa, this motherfucker hit. When I smelled it, it just smelled so attractive. It's like it was telling me to eat it. Like my brain was like communicating with the bell pepper for the first time, and it was saying, eat me, but don't burn me. I remember that. It was saying, eat me, but don't burn me. So I remember I went to the stove, made my lentils. No, not my lentils, my quinoa. I wasn't into the lentils at this time. I was on the quinoa because I learned quinoa was a fruit through my man's Yahki. I wanted to do all fruit. So I'm making the quinoa. Quinoa don't take time. So I throw in the bell peppers and I just steamed it just a little bit. And it was smelling so attractive. Like I really didn't want to burn it. I'm like, I want to keep this aroma. I want this in my body. So I'm literally eating quinoa and bell peppers. This meal was stupid dry. It didn't really taste the best because I was so used to eating stew. I'm African, so I'm used to eating stew with rice and onions, and I'm used to all of this good stuff. I just went from that to quinoa, to quinoa and bell peppers with nothing, just quinoa and bell peppers. Oh man, I'm eating it. And as I'm eating, I'm crunching. The bell peppers are hard, man. I'm crunching though. And I swear, as I'm eating it, it's like my brain just started connecting. It's like my brain just started working. And I remember he immediately sent me to the bathroom. The fruits and vegetables get the bowel system moving. Immediately went to the bathroom. And I remember I just felt like I was drugged. Like I literally felt like I was drugged. I remember I was on the phone telling my niggas like, yo, I swear this bell pepper is talking to me. I swear this bell pepper just electrified my brain. And I sat there and I talked for like 16 minutes, but I sent like 6 voice memos just going off and off and off and off and off and then talking, just like I'm talking on the toilet, just talking. I've been pooped, just talking. Because I felt like this thing drugged me. I have endless energy. My brain is really, really working. I just felt like, whoa, wow. Brain busting. And from that day on, I went to that local farm every single day until it closed, boy. So like I said, I live in Maryland, so it's winter right now. So the fresh fruits and vegetables, I ain't got the best source for them, but I'm working it out. And I feel great off store-grade food. So imagine when the farm come around. I feel like I'm eating and living the way I was supposed to live since I came out the womb. My people ain't know no better, and I didn't know no better, and the people around me ain't know no better, so I was just living in blindness. But now that I'm awake, I can never go back. Yeah, I might go back to cook food if needed, but right now I'm raw, and I really have no urge to eat cooked food. I don't have the urge to eat cooked food. I just don't. So I tell people all the time, everything that I'm saying, it may sound good, I'm buttering up, but you got to get clean before you can enter paradise. And everything I'm saying is nothing more than a belief until you try it for yourself. Because you see, once you experience the truth, nobody can take it from you. Once you hear the truth, you can never unhear it. Once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. You understand? So you need to experience it for yourself to know that it's true. And once you find the truth, you find a solution, now it's your job to spread it to your fellow man, because most people are walking in blindness. They don't really know. I remember I was feeling so good. So amazing. I was sleeping less. Everything about me was just on top of the world. And my peoples couldn't believe that. First of all, I wasn't drinking water. I wasn't eating. They said I wasn't eating. I was definitely eating. They couldn't believe it. And I'm kept telling them, like, bro, my pre-diabetic symptom is gone. They don't believe me. They think I'm crazy. So I told them, you know what? I'm gonna go get my blood work just to prove it to y'all. Like, listen, like I said, I don't want nothing to do with the medical system. I don't even want them drawing my blood, bro. I don't. I don't want nothing to, I don't want to step in there at all. I don't want to talk to no one. But even my doctor thought I was crazy. I said, you know what? Just to prove it to everyone, I'm gonna get the blood work. I went to go get the blood work. I woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning to get my blood work at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it without getting some type of liquid in my body, but I got there and I filled up the cup 2 times. And I told the lady, I haven't drank any water in over 50 days. All I've been eating is fruits and vegetables. I've been pre-diabetic all my life. And I'm telling you, woman, this blood that you're drawing, when it comes back, I know it's going to be gone. She said, for real? She said, listen, if it worked, come tell me because I've been pre-diabetic all my life too. I said, dang. I told her I got her. When I got that blood work back, man, like I said, I didn't need no blood work to know as a man, I'm at my most optimal health. You know, my testosterone, last time I got it checked, was 495. It's low, bro. I'm telling you, my life was way too optimized to be that low. After the fruits and vegetables, it was 794, 795, damn near 800, 8:30 a.m. And I woke up at 4 a.m. with nothing in my body, no liquid, no nothing. I didn't need no test to know that as a man I'm functioning. My HBC, whatever it is to predict diabetes, chronically it was between 4.8, excuse my language, 5.7, between 5.9. It was at 5.4. I didn't need no blood work to prove to myself at least that I'm good. When I showed my peoples, they were happy, but they were still living in denial. They still said this way of eating is stupid. I just kept pushing. You gotta have tough skin to do this stuff, man, because you're going against society norms. But as long as you see the benefits, it don't matter what nobody say, man. Because at the end of the day, you're the one going to sleep with yourself. You're the one waking up. You're the one dealing with the pains, the coughing, the sneezing, the headaches, the migraines, the mood swings, the diarrhea, the pooping, this nasty farts, stinky breath. You're the one dealing with that. And did I go back to show that woman? Yeah, I went back, but I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. So I told her colleagues. And guess what her colleagues said? Just like everybody, they denied it. They couldn't believe it. They said I look great though, but that doesn't sound too healthy. But guess what? They were also, one was diabetic. No, I think they were both full diabetic. And guess what? Their mothers were too. And guess what? Their children were too. So even our nurses couldn't even believe that I walked in there looking bright, talking bright, and I got evidence from them that I didn't do it. They couldn't believe it. Even though they have the proof, living proof, they couldn't believe it. But it doesn't matter. As long as I plant the seed in your mind, I've done my job. It's time for you to water your own seed because it ain't my seed and it ain't my water. I'm just telling you what to do if you want to see some fruit from this little baby seed. So one day I might go to one of my council meetings and just let everybody know in there because I know somebody in there is diabetic or they know somebody diabetic. 90 million pre-diabetic people and over 30 million who are diabetic. Yeah, they're in Baltimore. I live with a few of them. I know a few of them. I know more than a few. I gotta go.